You stayed in the league for 13 years. Andrew Luck recently retired. Mm-hmm. How old were you when you retired?
33, 34.
33, 34.
He's 29.
29. Now, football is not basketball.
Correct.
You take a lot more damage.
Yep.
And you really put the safety of your future at
Every
risk.
play.
Every play.
Mm-hmm.
He walked away from $500 million.
In theory.
In theory. Did that surprise you at all?
No. Because athletes today are smarter. Like, this idea of all of us that are 35, 40 and older, of what we remember an athlete to be, when the pads were bigger and they had more, had a bigger face mask and more thigh pads, and like it was a rough and tumble game as I remember it. And it was great when my favorite players like Ronnie Lott, or I love DBs, or David Fulcher, or Joey Browner, or Jack Tatum, and guys like Night Train Lane go across the field and level somebody, or Lawrence Taylor. That used to get celebrated in football as big hits. Now, as you get awareness, and I'm watching the game and somebody take a big hit, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, man. I mean, Lou Gehrig disease is a serious thing. You see these older NFL guys fucked up.
Yes. But we have decades of history on what those concussions can do to you for watching NFL players run as fast as they can to hit each other as hard as they can, and the play's not over until the football is down. We've seen that for decades, right? What do you think is going to happen with MMA? As it now has become mainstream.
Yeah, with those tiny gloves, taking hits in the face, taking kicks to the face. And they've tried to clean up the rules. I remember the original UFC. Remember that?
Brutal.
You could kick a person in the face while they're down.
Yeah, it was
perfectly
brutal.
legal. Knock out a tooth. No big deal.
Brutal.
No weight classes back then.
Correct.
Remember that?
How about that?
There was literally no weight classes. A 300-pounder could fight a 100-pounder.
Yes.
Just to see what would happen.
Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. He was like, from the backyard to the ring.
Exactly. And didn't do too well, though, when he got there. Nope. It's a whole different game.
Yes.